Hello, everyone. It has been a while. Oh, you can hear me twice. There you go. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for tuning in into our first stream. Well, like, first stream in a while, at least. It has been a hot minute. Thank you all for the love so far. Welcome to everyone who's here for the first time. Welcome to everyone who's returning after, well, it's been 2.5, 3 years.
Yep.
But since the start of the pandemic, basically, a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of things have been going on in the background, but we are finally back, and we are so excited to have you all here. I already saw some very familiar names from all the way back, and people who are here for the first time, welcome again. We're gonna go over things real quick. Let me put on some music for you guys. Hang on. All right, so I'm gonna go over what we are gonna do today real quick. So, what Ashen and me are gonna do is we're gonna quickly reintroduce ourselves to the people who don't know us, to everyone who knows us already. Just bear with us. It's gonna be very short and quick, and we are gonna go over some Aether houses from our housing directory today. So it's gonna be just, checking out some places we wanted to check out for a while now, but we just never really gotten around to. And while we do that, we will go over, what has been happening since our break, what we will do in the future, what is to come, and whether or not you will see more of us. Real quick, again, I'm Dividus. Some of you may know me from the Discord already. I've been doing housing since I started playing the game, really, in 2016, late 2016, since I joined in Heavensward. And I play on the European servers. My character name that you will see in just a bit might suggest that I am
Yeah.
not one of you fellow Americans. And yeah, I focus more on like lore and immersive based housing styles, meaning that I like to create things that take, inspiration from in-game locations in XIV, and I feel like they belong to this game's world. And yeah, I'm a huge lore nerd, so you will see me go on about how much I enjoy very cluttered and detailed builds, as this is basically just, my favorite housing style. But I do envy people and everyone who can create very modern and cool builds in this game and make it look good, or something in between. And, I'll just lead this to Ashen because she's one of those people I've admired since back in the day.
Yeah. Much like Div, I've been playing for a long time since 2013, but I didn't actually get a house until Stormblood, and I had seen housing like in free companies and stuff like that, but I didn't really understand the extent. And so when I got my house, I just dove into the internet, and that's when I found Div, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like everything he'd made, what people can make and do, and it was just such a like an eye-opening experience, really. And if you guys know me, Ashen, I am the shabby chic lover. I love cottage stuff and cottage core, and I would say a lot of my style lends more into kind of like the cozy aesthetic of that, but I do like a lot of modern looks as well. And yeah, just Div was saying he really admires people that can be detail oriented with modern stuff, but I find people who can do a lot of lore heavy builds are just incredibly awesome, like with him and like Rjork and stuff like that. It's just great, honestly.
It's very fun to see how things have changed in this game since me and Ashen met back in 2017 on Tumblr. Uh, we like
Oh my god.
we just saw each other's posts because I assumed everyone's on Tumblr because the image quality is the best there. I was
Yeah.
wrong. Everyone's not on Tumblr, especially back then. Well, no one
What?
was there to do housing to begin with, but
What? No.
the image quality is still better than Twitter. Looking image compromising. So, but yeah,
Yeah, everyone's on Twitter. We found out like
yep.
heavily lean into Twitter Japan, especially.
Yeah, so if you've known HGXIV but you haven't really heard from us personally, we basically moved there as our main platform outside of Discord to communicate with you guys. And it will stay like this for the foreseeable future until the eventual death of Twitter.
Blue sky.
So yeah, what we've been doing so far is just post, like, other people's builds, retweet and stuff like that. But we want to show you guys, because this is what we did in the past. Like, HGXIV used to be a stream where we did everything housing related, kinda, from visiting places to building on stream to showing you guys specific styles. Like, for example, stuff like we used to show you guys how to decorate corners, because some of you guys were like, oh, I don't know how to fill this corner or how to work with light. A lot of stuff has changed since back then, so we might have to update those things, and we will do this in the future. So just a quick rundown of what we plan to do from now on is that we decided, since we had a plan in the past to stream every weekend, every Saturday at the same time, we did notice how it quickly burned us out, and we didn't really get to do stuff we wanted to do. For example, Ash and me both raid. Well, she raids in WoW, I raid in Final Fantasy. So it's kind of fucked us over. Also in terms of private stuff as well. So to, have a little bit of better time management, we decided to go for a bi-weekly kind of streaming schedule. So every other Saturday it will be a housing stream. For the first few streams, it will be something similar to today, as in we will check out just a handful of houses we wanted to check out from our Discord or on Twitter that we really liked. So today is gonna be Aether. Next, not next Saturday, but the Saturday after, we are gonna check out Primal. And after that, we will hit you guys with some new stuff, like some polling streams, maybe, where we can check out what you guys like, what is your favorite housing styles, and so forth and so on. So I'm looking forward to those. But for today, it's gonna be the Aether tourism streams. It's not gonna be like a housing tour like we used to do in the past. It's just like us just going, hey, I kind of like this build, let's just go and check it out, because I want to go behind the scenes and check out how stuff works.
Yeah, we're just gonna try to just get back into the swing of things. It's been a long time. Let's just talk. Let's just chill.
Please bear with us, because streaming and everything like that is just, been a thing we haven't done for years now. So, and my ADHD has been getting worse, so I apologize for that, since I am the one streaming. So hopefully everything's gonna go well. So everyone who followed, everyone who subbed so far, thank you so much for your support again. Thank you so much for sticking around. And yeah, we're looking forward to the future with you guys. So yeah, we can start with the first house if you guys feel like it. Let's see. All right, we are right in front of it. This one is by Aster, is their name on Discord and Twitter, and it is. If you guys want to, walk with us, you can go ahead and do that. Just a fair warning, most of these houses are pretty small. So I hope that, there's enough space for all of us to fit in. If not, just wait outside so we can, go over it real quick. The first one's by Aster. It's on Aether Sargatanas. Sarge on Sarge. Mist Ward 17, plot 34. So I'm gonna post the address for you guys real quick, so you can guys.
I already did.
Oh, you already did. Nice. All right, so let's go over what she or they have cooked up. Let's see. Let me tap back into the game.
You suggested this one.
I suggested this one because I really like the vibes of it. I know that, I like little fishing huts and stuff, so you guys will see something. Also, that is Ashen.
Hello.
She changed outfits. Oh, Volk already found us. Billy's there too. Hello, you guys. It's been nice to see you guys here. Except you, Volk. All right, let's.
Oh my god.
I love you. You know that. All right, let's check out the garden. I like the garden a lot as well. It's just very comfy. It's very simplistic. Very, very, very nice. It's nothing too fancy. It's not overly cluttered, but very simple.
No, actually, I like how there's different quadrants in here. You have a nice little garden path. I always like a section off with the gravel here.
Yeah, I like how it leads into that with the little wooden stepstones as well. Also, if the volumes and stuff, like, sound-wise, if there's any suggestions, guys, like, please let me know if, like, the music is too silent, if any one of us is too, you know, not loud enough or too loud. Please give us some feedback. We would really appreciate it, because we do want to improve the stream quality as we move on, or, like, get back into streaming. Everything we've done so far is very rudimentary, in my opinion, but it's been quite a lot of stuff we had to prepare. So, yeah. Alright, let's head inside.
Someone's asking if there's music?
Yes, hang on. There is a little bit of background noise, but is it too silent? Do you have to turn it up a bit? It's faint. Okay, hang on. Let me turn it up real quick. 1 second. I'm just not quite sure, because like my overall volume is very quiet, and I need to hear my own thoughts. It's something for sure. Also, the whole streaming setup thing with Streamlabs is also kind of annoying at this point. I might swap back to OBS, but I will have to look into that more. Alright, let's go inside. I think it's about time. Oh, Midori's here too. Hey, Midori.
Hey, Midori.
Everyone's greeting her. That's so nice. Alright, let's go inside. So this one is like a little fishing hut, like at the beach. Just do this. I'm gonna try to not move my camera around too much. I'm very hectic, and, you know, so I will try to pull the controller pillar on all of us.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, this is so cute. I'm such a sucker. Like, I've turned to the Phasmoscape windows in almost every build I've done in this past year.
They are such a great addition, honestly.
Honestly, probably one of my best additions in housing in general. Like, honestly,
oh, you know what?
So good.
Speaking of, look at this window. The one off to our left here. Look how the stone is added to it to look like would it be like a rocky coast or sand? Do you see that?
Oh, okay. I thought it was either that or it was the trim of the house, like the.
I wondered that too, but does this one have it? See, this one doesn't.
Oh, so you might be right that it's actually like a rocky beach. I would like that. It would add some variety to the scenery. I would like that a lot. Also, the new torches from the Variant dungeon, right? Or was it Variant dungeon or was it Island Sanctuary? I'm not quite sure right now, actually.
It's one of them. I forget the name.
Oh, Leo's here too. Hello, Leo.
Not Island Sanctuary.
Yeah, it's the deep dungeon. It's the Variant dungeon, the new one. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. But it's I'm trying to see. Oh, okay, that's so cool, dude. I'm very in love with the frame of this one too. Like using the little. Oh, you guys have to bear with me. I don't remember the items' names. I know what they are. I built with them, but I can never recall their names. So Ashen, what's this? It's a swinging door countertop or something, right?
Riviera
countertop thing?
Oh god, you expect me to know?
I just like the stone and the wooden framework of it. It's very nicely shaped around with like this, like for the door.
I love it. I use it so much
pretty.
in my house.
They have been introducing, like, since we last streamed, they've introduced so many fucking items into this game that we just use all the time at this point, but they're just new to people who, like, jump from watching VODs 3 years back to today, so they will see a lot of new stuff. It's just exciting to just go over it with you guys again. It's very cool.
This door is incredibly layered. Do you see that?
Like, there's, like, all of the wooden parts to it, and then it just goes back. It's so good. The colors are so nice as well. I like the very, very nice light brown. There's a little... Someone got a fish already. But yeah, you can see the fishing aesthetic all over this build. There's a few, you know, pieces of either it's like the catches being put on little displays here or something. Like, obviously the location next to the beach. Alright, what do we have here? This is bad. I wanted to make a ceiling out of this bad for a while. It's so good, but I think it was from submarines, if I remember that correctly.
It is. You have to craft it, yeah.
Yeah, but still, like, look at how well it fits into this build. It looks so fucking good, especially, like, next to this big window and all of the plants. I like the little cactuars there.
Yeah, you know, this is just such a perfect little setup here with this island view and this hammock. I love how this entire window is made right here.
Oh, well, I sat down in this chair, I guess. But yeah, also look at, like, all of the little details in the clutter, like using the like this table over here, I forgot the name of again. But having just those little plants show by floating it from the basement and up here, just to have this little thing here. I love that so much. I've been using those for a lot of builds now because it's just like a little nice detail.
Oh yeah, you're right. They doubled up. Aw.
It's so good. All of the items I haven't seen in a while too. This is so cool. Well,
I love an unironic fishing tank, by the way.
Oh my god, yeah. We haven't seen like unironic, like this specific fishing tank. I have not seen it in a long time just being used as a fishing tank, like outside of just...
we need more aquariums.
I mean, honestly, they have been adding like, you know, a few of, in the contest, in the 2022 contest, they have added quite a few aquariums at this point. Like, at least some people designed some really cool ones. Like the freestanding one that is like all the circle, the one with the one that exploded in Berlin.
Oh god.
Yeah. Still very excited for those. So if you guys haven't seen, like, we made a small video as well on our YouTube channel, where we go over all of the contest winners for the 2022 furniture contest. So if you guys want to go check that out, there has been quite a few things we had to say about them.
So something I noticed is they added what looks like that handrail that you get from subs, and they added it as bits of decoration here, and it's not serving a purpose besides layering and making it look like it's cut from some rough wood.
I like that a lot. It's so good. But wait, actually, where do you see it? Like, where do you see it right now? Because
look up.
Oh, you mean like there?
Oh no, I'm talking about up, like above the doors.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, I couldn't find it for a second. I was like, where? Oh, there it is, with a little leaf there too. That is so cool. I haven't found a use for them outside of that yet. Like outside of very like floristy kind of builds. I like that a lot.
And above the bed too. They have both the wooden pillar and the rail as well.
It's such a nice trim. I need to remember this specifically. This is so cool. Oh my god. Another section with unironic fish tanks. With a new one too.
Actually, sorry, not to interrupt. This shader is actually Div's. This is not mine.
This is
Midori's old.
This is Midori gave me this shader for like, let me try to remember. I think 3 years ago. I was like, you know, I'm trying to find a little smoother kind of like shader, and I usually use this is my gameplay shader, right? So I'm trying to go for something smoother, and she had a very good one, which I've been using since.
Yeah, Div couldn't figure out mine.
Yeah, I'm using a Stormblood shader installer that is like 6 years old. So I'm not updating that shit. I'm too scared of that.
I'm so sorry to actually you, Ellie.
But yeah. Let's look at this little section because I haven't seen this part here yet. I like this like little mat place here with all the trophies hanging. Oh, this looks like, ooh. This looks like a work in progress section too, with the like little floorboards as well.
Yeah, it looks like they're adding to things. What are they trying to add exactly?
I'm not quite sure, but maybe they're like trying to expand as well. Like, do you see like the back of the little chalkboard there as well, behind all the paintings? Yeah. That is so cool. I like that a lot. So it's definitely a collector. They try to show off what they caught in the past, or like the trophies in general. So that is very exciting.
Yeah, that's a cute idea to add on. You know, like they have the little living space, and they started obviously collecting. Look, oh, you know what they did? They probably have so many of these frames, and then they're like, let's add like an attachment to the house. Oh, that'd be a cute idea.
That'd be a cool idea. Or like, because like this is the only like really big one in here, so maybe they like made one specifically for this catch. I can't tell what this is. I'm not a fisherman, sadly, so I don't know which fish that is, sadly, but it's a hard one to get, I assume. Alright, now let's look at this part. This little open section as well.
This
it's like
is cute, the balcony.
Like a little terrace.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Oh man, oh god, I forgot the name of those. The Hanish. Are those the Hanish ones? The new partition. With
I can look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, but those things, I've been like looking for builds that feature those prominently. And this is such a cool way to put those here. Like, they used it in the windows over here as well. And look at the way they did the little shutters there. I wanted
It's
to
the
bring this up
Rattan
earlier.
partition.
Rattan, okay. Man, I
Oh,
love
where
this
are
so
you?
much.
Oh, back here.
Sorry, I was looking at the shutters they used in the build in particular. It's like they got like a little fishing hole, like their private little fishing hole. Oh god.
Oh, that is so cute.
Can I sit down? Hang on. There you go.
Yeah, and they
Oh.
just caught the fish and they put it on the skewers there. Aw.
Yeah. Like they got a little place here. I can imagine that during the night as well. It would be so cozy. I wish they would give us a phasmoscape that is just based on the daytime. So, for example, I would have Costa del Sol, but with like a sunset or during nighttime. The same goes for the ceiling thing, but they already introduced a separate thing for the ceiling lights, for the ceiling windows. So
But you're right. It would be nice to just get like a starry sky, because the closest thing we have is the Kugani background, right? For like a nighttime?
For nighttime in particular, yes, and the Tsukiyomi one, but the Tsukiyomi one is like with the big ass moon during the night, but
and it's a blue sky.
Yeah, it's so bright because of the moonlight that it doesn't really look like a
Yeah.
like a night sky. But this build is absolutely amazing. So if you guys like enjoy this build, please make sure to visit it yourself and leave some nice words for the owner in the guest book. That would be really nice if we can surprise him. Oh, there's the Serpent of Ronka there in a very big frame. I didn't even notice him.
How could you miss the big boy?
Yeah, I don't know how I did that really. That's so cool. But yeah, this was Aster's build. Thank you so much for having us. If you're around, I think we can move on to the next one. The next one would be, let me see. Yeah, that's the thing, Eri. Like with the like if you use the Tsukuyomi Phasmoscape. Sorry, not. Is it Tsukuyomi? Yeah, it was Tsukuyomi. Phasmoscape there as well. With the moonlight and stuff. You just have two moons in two different directions. It's a bit confusing. I've been using it in a setting where it would be not showing the moon. So if I have a very narrow window, I could just have like the little dark blue sky thing showing, basically. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one is on Aether again. All of the else is on Aether. It's on Ferry, Imperium Word 27, Plot 57. And this one is by our beloved Rjork.
This one is so good. I had a chance to see this because this is March's house that Rjork did. Do you follow March's art?
I think I did. I think I saw it on Twitter the other day. And I really wanted to check it out myself, but I wasn't sure if it was for someone else or if it was like a, private build. So let's go check it out. It's in, let's see.
Amphi.
MP 24. I prepared the European tourist character. I unlocked everything. I boosted them just for NA. Next one is like whenever we go on Europe, I can go on my main finally. But I like her. She's cute. Alright,
You need to check your mail, they said.
I do! It's so much stuff. It's so much fucking mail that I cannot access because, well, my inventory is just filled with housing stuff I did for commissions. Well, I have 3 slots left.
You're on the wrong server. You never hopped.
Fuck! I forgot to hop on Aether. Yeah, on Ferry, I mean. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for letting me know. I would have I would have gone to that house and not been very. I would have been very confused.
A lost European tourist.
I am indeed a lost European tourist. I don't know why people like this one, Shira. Like they just really like the glamour for some reason. This is all just like shit I bought off a market board, like some random ass artisan shorts, and then just random shit I found there. I just liked it. I just dyed it very nicely, very fitting. This is like an OC of mine too. Let's go over to Ferry. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. I'm trying to keep up with chat. I'm trying to check if everything's alright with the stream. Again, I'm getting distracted very easily.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Alright, now we are on Ferry. So let's go check out...
So this one is really cool. Did you ever play the game Vagrant Story?
I have not, but I've seen amazing screenshots that people took. And I think
Okay,
a
so
friend of mine told me a lot about it.
yeah, so this is based off that. I played Vagrant Story because I'm an old, and
I'm old.
so this one's really cool. It's supposed to be a kind of like a little hideout for a scholar here.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. Like, I'm just a huge fan of like RPG kind of style things, and Vagrant Story is like a very nice RPG, right?
Yes, Vagrant Story is really cool in that it's tied into the tactics universe. And if you've ever played Final Fantasy XII, there's a lot of
Oh,
influences with that as well.
I see, I see. Well, I have not played it myself, sadly, but I have a friend who's like obsessed with it, so
Of course, yes.
there's always one person in your friend group that is obsessed with Final Fantasy 12. It was always like that. Hey Morgan, thank you for the warm welcome. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
But yeah, Rjork made this, and you can definitely tell he has his own like style that's so strong.
Yeah, I honestly I'm such a sucker for Rjork's builds like in general. Like he always makes like very believable, very immersive kind of things, and I'm that's just my cup of tea. Everyone's already lined up here. Why are you like this?
What?
Why are you being creepy?
That's just who I am.
That's true. I like the foliage outside. It's like, this is the good thing about small houses. Like, this section doesn't fucking matter. You just block it off in a very nice little bush there.
Just don't perceive it.
Yeah, it looks just looks perfect. Also, this plot, like, I like this plot a lot. It's right next to the like little bathhouse. That's really cool. All right, let's go check it out. Yeah, I will get around to play Vagrant Story, I think. Oh god, my camera. Oh, sick. Okay, yeah. Let's just go into this first person, I think.
Yeah, it's a little small in here, but the detail is crazy.
It's okay, my character's small as well, but oh god, there's Walt. This is so much detail. The fact that this is a small house is just amazing. I don't know how Rjork fits all of this into small houses. It just looks like the space is so much bigger than an actual small house. The entrance is just so cute as well. For some reason, and this is just, me being like, this is like, gives me very European Tudor kind of vibes. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
And I like the big ass windows up there. It's so cool in the entrance area.
Yeah, I really love the door, especially. Not a lot of doors are kind of built to extend out like that. Most people kind of build their doors flush. So
yeah.
I like that it's so textured.
Usually I always do it like this too. Like I build it back so it has a lot of layering, just similarly to what we saw just now in Aster's build. But having it pulled forward like this just adds an entirely different feeling. It just adds a little bit of depth in the sense that it just looks bigger,
Yeah.
I like that.
The sense of scale is amazing, and it was really smart to make that part open because it looks like it extends the build like quite a lot.
Yeah, and you can see like little treetops there, basically using the Elpis table there. It's so cool. Again, little flower pots that show there. Same thing as with the table in the previous build. Love those so much. This is so cool. Also, give me 1 second. Let me just... had to sneeze.
No.
This is such a cute little space too. Like, look at how all of the notes here are aligned like this too. Little note.
Oh yeah, and there's little notes
too.
that are like just hanging in there. Yeah.
Okay, if I miss anything Vagrant Story related, please let me know because I haven't played it. So if there's any like cute Easter egg or reference, please.
I didn't notice anything. It just looks like just a little house.
But yeah, using the little cupboard there as a table, I've never seen it being used like this. But look at how perfect that fits. It's a
perfect height, yeah.
It's just. You just don't need like a million items to make a cool looking table, basically. You just need like one thing, but you need to use it as something entirely else. Which is, a very common thing in housing, that we use things that are entirely different from what they are for different things as well.
Someone's asking, I think this is the hanging wall cabinet? It's
yes.
Or kitchen cabinet?
I'm trying to remember the names as well, but I cannot quite pinpoint them. So if anyone knows the exact name, please, and someone asks for it, let them know in chat. Yeah, we can make a toilet out of 4 or 5 items. It's
Yeah,
possible.
yeah, we have a BID on the YouTube channel for that.
Oh my god. Also, I like how Rjork used the little the curtain as just like a little piece of, you know, just some kind of material just hanging down. It looks like it's
Yeah.
like over because like it rounds off at the top. It looks like it goes over even though it doesn't, and I like that a lot. It's so cool. I also have the glade cabinet here as the top thing too.
Oh, I think this is what they're talking about. They have another little desk here. Yeah, I love that. Look,
Yeah.
and actually,
This is the guest
look,
book. Oh, oops, wrong one.
do you see how he did the shelf and the tall shelf, and he also put the small blackboard there, and it's
Yeah.
just a little bit open, like you could slide it.
Yeah, I really like the
open and
effect. The sliding effect is definitely there. I love that so much. It's so cool. It just adds like a little bit of detail there, because if that would be open, it wouldn't feel the same thing, the same way, because it would be a lot of books next to each other, and it would feel a bit too much. But with that being closed, it just feels right. But yeah, this is an amazing guest book setup over here. So
the desk is just the low bookshelf, I think someone said.
yeah,
So that's just the top of it.
this is how easy. Again, just one item, but at a different elevation makes something entirely new. Also, I'm such a sucker for the banquet tables as
I just noticed that. Look, he
yeah.
layered it with the skylight.
It's so good. Yeah, the skylight is always like a best in slot wooden frame item at this point. Like, you can use it for basically everything. But having it frame the banquet tables like this, because, well, those are just on the floor. Those are not even floated, because, well, their floating height is like up to where Ashen's head is. You gotta float them
Yeah,
very high so they stay on the stay up.
quite steep.
That is very annoying.
Oh, I love the shadow work. Do you see how he has the lanterns right here?
Yeah, they have been adding a lot of shadow casting light sources at this point. It's just not the same. Like, I can't go back to like the old glade lantern lamps anymore, because the way that the shadow is being cast, like from the circular shape down here, it just adds an entirely different feeling to this entire atmosphere than just having a global light that doesn't cast any shadows. Like back here too, with the plants being cast onto a wall, it's just an entirely different feeling. And I think they should do this more, but they are I mean, they are releasing more stuff like that, but they're also just releasing normal global lights. And I hope they just learn from that. I am also very scared because of graphics update. I don't know what it will do to our builds, honestly. It's
Optimistic.
Yeah, we gotta be optimistic about this. Also, hang on, I'm gonna try to catch up with chat, because, well, my thing isn't really registering it. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, when you get a chance, Rjork built so tall, and he has a lot of ambient lighting up as well.
It's like all the way to the that's the actual ceiling of the house, since it's the Imperium interior.
Yeah, and this is light 0, and it's so bright.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is what I mean. Like, I think at this point, people should just not build at light 1 even. I think you guys should try to experiment with light sources, because, like, look at how many light sources there are. There's like this one here, down here with where my mouse is, down here, back here, up there, here, 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 and look how different the atmosphere is if you would just have like the chandelier on 1. It would not even be remotely close, basically.
Yeah, I always keep at least 30 slots for lighting, because it really does make a difference.
Up above the bed, there's a window using fireplaces. Does anyone know what the decorative black thing on the walls? Let's see. Let's go up to the bed.
Oh, I see. The metal. I believe that is the back of a.
I think that's
a light.
That's a crystarium, like the blue crystarium light thing. I think we can. Sorry, Rjork. We will go inside your worlds for this. Oh god, this is awful. This was a mistake.
Why did you do this? I could have done it.
God.
You could have.
Yeah, this is awful.
Come back out. I'll go look.
I'm here. I'm here. But yeah, it's the crystarium chandelier thing. What's the name?
It's the one with the hanging orbs.
Yeah, it's one of the blue
lights.
hanging orbs. Yeah. But yeah, this is... Oh yeah, Crystal Pendant Wall Light. Thank you so much, Faye. Yeah, this is the one.
That's gorgeous. I didn't know that's what it looked like
Yeah,
behind.
you can tell because like it's like even with my shaders, like there's a slight greenish tint to it, and whenever there's metal with slight green tint to it, it's like very likely Crystarium related.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, because they use like the dwarven metal, like this is like lore stuff, right? But they use the dwarven metal they use in Colusia, produce in Colusia.
Ah.
Because it's easier to get and stuff, and they mix it with a brick.
I think my favorite part of the build is actually this part above the bed, and you know how they have like the stone, and then it has the stone coming through the ceiling because in Vagrant Story there was like an earthquake that kind of rocked the city, and it makes me think that the house survived, but there's been some damage.
I see, so that's what it is, actually. I was curious about that because I wanted to look at it after because I just thought it's, like, supposed to be a house being built around, like, this little stone part here. So it could be either that or the earthquake part because, like, it just looks a bit broken, so it does make sense.
Yeah.
A bit scary considering the bed is right underneath.
I know, but you know what? You gotta sleep.
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Also, I just really like the different uses of stone. So, Rjork, you mainly use the fireplace, the manor fireplaces for this, right?
Yes.
And instead of those, he also used the back of the oh god, what was the name? The Tavernarian bookshelves.
The Hanish bookshelf?
Thank you, the Hanish bookshelves. Like, this part here is just like the back of the Hanish bookshelves. And you guys know I've been nerding out about the back of them because it's just like, you know, big stone bricks and we can dye them, which is like the sickest thing ever. It's like the best thing I've ever seen. But yeah, I just wish we would have more stone options like this. Like, have a bit more, you know, structure to it. Because so far every stone option has been very flat, except the masonwork fireplace. Which is, you know, just like this very round shape and just like very neat. And the bottom part down here as well. I dig this a lot. This is such a beautiful and immersive build. I'm such a sucker for this.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So yeah, again, this is sorry, I'm just gonna give you the address again so you guys can visit it. So it was Aether Ferry, Imperium, Ward 27, Plot 57. So if you guys want to check it out and leave a nice message for Rjork, you can do that over here. I didn't see it in the previous build, sadly, but you guys will find it. I'm sure you will see the white arrow, like here. So yeah, thank you for having us, Rjork. As always, I'm looking forward to whatever you can cook up in the future. And yeah, I think we can move on to the next one, right? This time
the next one is on Midgard-Solmer.
Midgard-Solmer. On Midgard-Solmer, also Imperium, Ward 7, Plot 42. So I will remember to swap to Midgard-Solmer first.
Yes. This one is one of my favorite designers.
Yes, this is by Morgant. Amazing, same as Rjork, one of the absolute goats in this community, in my opinion. Just very, very detailed, very, very nicely designed, and a lot of thought was put into the builds they make. So let's see what they cooked up. Let's see. Oops. Got Salma. There you go.
Yeah, Morgan. You know, I tried to go look at his Charlian build because that one's my favorite.
Oh, that one's so good.
It was locked, so I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it's a shame that, like, we wanted to check out a few houses, but we kind of had to limit them because we only have, like, up to 2 and, like, you know, just 2 hours today. It's not going to be a long stream. It's going to be the first one and not a long one. So we tried to cram as much as we can into this. But, you know, there's so much stuff that if one build doesn't work out, another one works. And it just so happened to be Morgan as well. So let's go. It was Imperium, right? Yeah, Imperium.
Yeah. So this one, I saw, like, you know, Amarat, and you saw Elpis, and I think it is the same. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I remember it being Alpus themed due to the color palette that Morgant used.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and 2 hours is a short one for us. we are wordy.
Yeah, we really try to, you know, we say a lot of things on this
We
podcast.
we spent like 10
podcast.
minutes on a single wall.
Yeah, this is just, you know, get used to it, I guess. Oh, the Nico, for you, it's a self-made preset by Midori. I adjusted a few things, but it's very old and very dated. I think she made an even better one, so if you can reach out to her, I think she knows what to do. I think she's in chat. If she can give you like a pointer where to look, or if she released it to the public at some point, I think she has a better one at this point.
Well,
It's like
you know,
very old build.
Volk just said that Elpis and Amarat, or Elpis works with bronze and brown, and I'd agree, honestly. But when I think of Elpis, I think of like gold and white and like purple, and that I think that this is what this build has.
Yeah, the thing is with Elpis is that it's very, it seems a bit more down to earth because, well, it's a research facility, right? It's not like the capital city, so it definitely uses more simplistic
True.
materials. And if you go inside, like, I don't have access with this character to Elpis, but we could at some point like look at some inspiration for local areas to see what they're like, because the interior looks very different. It's not very Art Deco like Amarat is. Sorry, I got distracted. Plot 42. I just saw Shiro run in the background. It's so fun to see like everyone like following us again. It's just been years since we've seen that.
Yeah.
You've been creep again. Nice. Everyone's here too. Oh my god, they got fucking Hermes and Hades lined up here as well. Hang on, I gotta...
Now you fit in.
That is a cursed fucking Hades, I'll be honest with you though. But you gotta make do with whatever the game gives you for Retainer's Raid and the character creator. Watch this. Boom. I have become Hermes.
Where did you go?
Alright, let's head inside. This one is Morgan's beautiful Alpis build. Oh god, hang on, let me...
So this one's a bit cramped, but
oh god,
it's
yeah,
gorgeous.
this one is cramped. Hang on, I'll just let people pass through. Yeah, go... Oh god. Alright, oh, we spawned in the wall, actually. This is not an entrance, like a proper entrance. Wait, fuck, are we like... Wait, can we leave? Is this a controller trap? A la Ashen?
Wait, hey, okay, yeah. I might trap people, but
Yeah.
Why would you want to leave?
Okay, that's true. Alright, let's look at this. Like, you can immediately tell, like, the white walls with a brown framing. The framing that Morgan did in this build is fucking amazing. Like... Hey, Volk, Ashen, can you move out of a corner, please, for a second?
Well, I don't know where to go. Okay, over here.
Look at how the detail in the corner looks like. Like, using the steel lockers, because the steel lockers have such a similar texture to both the marble walls and the white part here with the Charlian. No, sorry, it's the House for Temps fireplace here. It's such a nice transition into the little metal part here. And also just shaping it like this is just so cool.
That is so hot when I look at it. I actually didn't even notice it at first.
This is like one of my favorite, like, just purely structural builds of all time. And all of the, like, this is what Morgan does very well. They frame stuff super nicely.
Yeah, look how many layers are in there. And I love it because it makes it look so textured, and it's very simple stuff. Like, these are slats, these are walls, these are lockers.
I'm such a sucker for layering. Like, this is my main building style as well, and this is so good. Look at how, this is like a small thing, but look at how, like, the light falls onto the ceiling here too. Like, like the custom little lamps here too, using the oh god, the what's it called? The stripper pole ×2, just one here in gold. And then the pendant light?
Yeah, the hanging pendant light.
Hanging pendant light, yeah, there you go. I call it stripper pole. I just can't remember dance pole. I just type in pole into the search bar and I find it. Look at the carpet. This is so cool. Oops.
This is really interesting because he does these harsh,
Oh god.
sharp angles
My shader
with these gentle curves.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, my shader died for a second for some reason.
Oh no!
Like the ambient occlusion just started to fuck around. But yeah, I see what you meant with the purple bookshelves now. I'm not quite sure. I haven't been in Elpis in a while, so I don't know if that's actually like that in there. But if it is, so that is such a massive eye for detail. Look at this little table here.
Yeah. Look at that little table. You know, there's a lot of purple flowers, and I wonder if it's either that's just something Morgant wanted to use to identify, or if that's something the owner likes.
It suits the since Morgant used the Elpis table, I think that he just tried to match the flower.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
flower
hey,
zombie.
look inside the planter. Instead of just leaving it empty, he put that stump right there.
Yeah, the wooden stump there from the pillar, the stump, whatever it's called, the tree pillar. Also, look at this trim at the bottom. Sorry, like look at this. That is insane. Oh my god, my shader's dying again. Oh my god, I might have to restart my game actually, you guys. Holy fuck.
So it looks like he used the Cosmos partition, and then 2 walls, and then a slat.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That looks so cool. It's just a hingen.
How long does he spend in, housing creation and just putting things together through walls?
I think it's gonna take a while. Like if you look at things for such a long time, it's gonna take you ages to figure stuff like this out.
Because I would not naturally think, yeah, I need another wall here. I don't think like that.
Yeah, I think Volk just jumped down to figure shit out. Like he is looking at what the trim is exactly for you guys. So if you figure it out, Volk, just put it in chat because, well, I can try to go down there too, but
no, don't do it.
This is important. We are here to educate people, so this is important to find out. Oh, it's literally just a Hingham bookshelf. Okay, I'll be good, be good.
Oh my god.
It's partially Hingham bookshelves and the white rectangular partitions in different colors. Okay. Sorry, I'm inside your walls.
That's crazy that he did this trimming, and it looks so natural.
Yeah. There you go. I'm back. Hello.
My god.
Little display too with a little globe there too, and all the paintings are Elpis as well. Like look at it. Like all the paintings are from Elpis.
I love the little. That's the house for Tom.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
Look at the display for the paintings. It's so good. Also, but I'm just in love with the window using the crystal. The crystal stained window. But the shape that he made up here, and also in the doors, like they still use it in Elpis like this. They still use the art deco for the door specifically. Look how clean that looks.
Could you zoom in on the top part of the window? I want to look at that.
Yes. Hang on. Let me just. There you go.
That is so cool.
He basically just the diagonal shapes and diagonal lines are just from the window itself, but the sideways lines are like this is a separate item, this is a separate item, this is a separate item.
I think the smaller one.
It's a cutting board.
Cutting board.
Yeah, it's the cutting boards with a salad that you can get from the housing NPC, and those things like those sideways things like those little beams here, those could be just anything really. It could be like what's they called? What are they called? The slat partitions. Or any kind of like just square housing item that is dyeable and wood. But
it's gorgeous.
But yeah, the door. So people have been asking what the doors are because like it's the diagonal shape is just so unique. So those are like isn't this the little like sign?
The pub sign.
The pub sign, yeah, it's the pub signboard for the big lines here. It's the more metally parts. And I cannot tell, however, what the other diagonal line is that is not in the same angle. I cannot tell right now actually. This one is another wall diver.
Ari said that it is a BID somewhere. Oh, wooden railing, yeah.
Oh, it's a wood railing. Okay, I see. Yeah, we have a BID for it in the Discord channel, but it's just hard to keep track of everything. People are so creative, and you can do so many things. Oh god, hang on, there you go.
Oh, you're stuck.
No, I'm good. You can do so much cool shit with this. Also, I like how the basic ass marble and gold planter fits into all of this. I haven't been using it in like years, and it's been there since Heaven's Sword, I think.
Yeah, that was my go-to planter.
It looks so nice. But yeah, also a ceiling using the what's it called? The countertop, the corner countertop from Ulda, the Oasis countertop, something.
The Oasis counter, yeah.
Yeah, I just like the variety in there, like with the little shapes there as well.
You know, it's interesting because most people like to use the bottom for it because it's so pretty, you know, with all the divider, the wood divider. But he just used the bathroom tile to cover it, but it keeps that gold. That's so pretty.
Yeah, using it as a corner accent piece is so good. Like, you use the bathroom tiles backwards to like the wall item here, but then the bathroom tiles down here just for that. It's just so cool, dude. This is insane. But yeah, another question, Ashen. How the fuck do we get out?
We don't.
Alright. That was a great stream, everyone. I'm looking forward to never leaving this place and just having a just chatting stream with you guys from now on. I don't know, like... Morgan, do you actually have like an escape route for this? Because I have no idea.
Well, you just busted through the wall 4 times. I think you'll be fine going through
Yeah,
one
but
more
like
time.
like the legitimate way. Like, do you like...
It's right here, this way. Follow me.
Great. I'll take the immersive way. I'll go through the door, but in a very weird way. Oh, fuck, hang on. Okay, there you go. Haha, I found it.
Going the roundabout way.
Alright. Thank you for having us again. That was amazing. And again, same thing as Rjork and Aster. I'm looking forward to what you guys can cook up in the future, because we are getting more item slots, copium, and we're getting more amazing items, hopefully, and maybe the graphics update even gives us some cool new textures, so we can play with those. And hopefully the Realm Reborn textures are being reworked as well, so some builds are gonna get fucked, like big time, since people rely on the very bad texture to just, you know, be something different. But, you know, I'm looking forward to the future for this one.
Do you remember when, I think it was in Stormblood, they changed it to where furniture stopped moving? Because before, furniture was moved.
Yeah, exactly. Ever so slightly, it was moved, yeah.
Yeah, so they changed that, which was a great quality of life improvement. But I visited one of Soryu's houses, and he hadn't touched it since the change. And there were so many gaps.
Oh,
so many.
I kind of want to go and see how it looks like. Like, I want to... Do you have, like, a post or something? I want to go look like a before and after.
I do not, but it was very obvious.
Oh, okay. Well, also, Ren asked whether or not we post yet this later, so people can watch it afterwards. We will keep the VOD up on Twitch specifically, but we will do the same thing. At least we plan on doing that from now on. We will post the VODs to YouTube as well, just like we did in the past. We will have to look in, like, we haven't done it in a while, so I will look at how the quality and stuff is being messed with. But, you know, hopefully it will be watch on demand, so don't worry about it. Just a question of whether or not it will be on YouTube too. But yeah, let's go to the next one. It's also here in Ferry, right? Oh, sorry, are we in Ferry still? No, we are in Midgardsormr. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Vanzel.
Yeah, this one is Vanzel. So, and also, if we pronounce anyone's name incorrectly at any point, just let us know. We can fix that very, very easily. But some people have crazy names, so we try to, you know, be right about everything. Let's go to Mist. This one is on Midgardsormr, Mist, and Word 3, Plot 45.
So this one I had looked at ahead of time. And this is the one where I was like, wow, I have no idea the name of most of this furniture inside.
This is what I meant with, like, there's so much new shit. At some point, we just can't keep up. Our memory is just deteriorating. We know exactly what this item is, but we just cannot name it.
Yeah,
sucks.
I could look at it and I was like, yeah, those are the chairs, but I don't know what the chairs are called.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go
No,
to...
this isn't the RV. I did want to look at the RV, but
The RV was really cool too.
yeah, the RV was cool, but this is we wanted something big.
Yeah, this one is really big. A friend of mine, I sent this to a friend of mine, and he was like, "This does not look like Final Fantasy anymore." He was very, very impressed by it. Also, if you hear me guys like move away and like away from the microphone, I'm trying to find a comfortable position to stream in, so bear with me for that. So I will fluctuate between volume levels, I think. All right, so this one is plot 20. No, it's 45. So it's in a subdivision. If you hear my cat as well, I apologize, but I also don't since he's a mascot of our stream, kind of.
I just heard him. I heard him.
Did you? Okay, yeah, that's why I said it. Yeah, he's being cute right now. He's like on his back and showing me his belly. He's like, look at me, I'm so cute.
Oh, Mason.
Oh yeah, his name is Mason, so yeah. Hang on one sec. Just quickly change the music in the background because it's about to run out. Also, the music is by Pocaris and Pascalis.
Pascalis, yeah.
Pascalis. So they were so nice to provide, let us use their music for our streams. It's mainly just lo-fi remixes of Final Fantasy songs. So I will link it. I will link this playlist to you guys in chat real quick so you guys know.
Oh yeah, Ellie has the memory of everything. It is insane how she just pulls out furniture names.
Yeah, she's very good with that. I have to Google it. I'm like, okay, what do I type in? That one thing in Final Fantasy 14, and then I type it into Google and I don't get a result and I give up.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at this one. Thank you for the nice welcome, Billy and Walk. This garden is so fucking cool. Like having this like walkway section because, well, Vanzel just blocked the rest of it off. Is just so nice. It feels like a cathedral entrance, like a not a cathedral. Yeah, a cathedral. It's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because that's what it is. Yeah.
It's like a church cathedral kind of place, and just opens up into this big place. It's just so cool. So let's go inside and check it out. This one is gonna like wow a lot of you guys, I think. So this one's just insane. Wow.
Wow.
This is just... When my friend said it doesn't look like Final Fantasy anymore, he was right. It just looks insanely cool. I need to go into first person. I can't even reach all the way with my camera.
It is just like overstimulating how much stuff's going on.
The shape... Oh god, I thought the fat cat was part of it, but I think it's Billy's minion. Just starting with a door, that's just a very nice big ass door using the jail partitions. It's so good. But look at this lamp, those lights. Just using the edge of the knight's round. Oh, sorry, not round table. What's it called again?
The
Knight
something table.
Yeah, and the blue cerulean crystal up here and the moon lantern. That is so cool. It's so bright. Even without shaders, it's very bright. But yeah, the back of this, so for the people wondering, this is like the blue part and all the blue white thing here. That's a fucking chair. Like, I'm gonna go to the wall immediately. I'm sorry. I gotta show you guys.
Oh, thank you, Ellie.
Look at this shit. This is just a chair. And I didn't even consider using it. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I didn't even consider using it in any way. But Vanzel does such a good job at finding those little niche things and putting them to an amazing use. Especially, oh god, also this floor. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's so much stuff to look at here.
It just looks so natural. You know, like you look at houses in game that the actual developers made, and then you can look at this, and it's like this could be part of the environment.
Exactly. This is what I love about the housing community. People can cook up the craziest shit, and you will believe you are somewhere else in the game world. It's so cool.
Also, look at this use of the spiral staircase. What?
This is the first spiral staircase that works. Not even kidding. Like, there's maybe... Okay, there's like 2 or 3 builds that make it work. But this way of using it as something not walkable, because it's a nightmare to just interact with, it's just so smart. It's just a very nice spiral, like, for decoration. Like, you don't even... Like, I could just be here, like, you know, preaching, but This is not. It's just supposed to be an art piece, which is really cool. Also, he used the trim of the chair, not just the back of it. It's the trim up here as well. That's the chair again. I wonder. I gotta ask Vanzel how many like chairs to use actually, because I'm wondering about that as well.
There's so many. Wow, I just noticed what you said. Like, yeah, that is the front of the chair with the
Yeah.
armrest. That's crazy.
50, maybe more. But you know, there's a lot of places to look at here, as well as oh god, my shader's dying again. Give me one sec. I don't know why
So
it does that.
I wonder when it comes to this, like he obviously has this mannequin in the middle. Like, did he plan for that? How much is it a collab with the client? Like, did they say the mannequin needs to stay, and then Vanzel's like, "Don't worry, I'll make I'll make this beautiful building around the mannequin." Like, how do you come up with this?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that as well, especially the wings there too. I was like, wait, is this part of the armor? No, that's like the back. That's just a separate item. Oh my god, I need to figure this stuff out. I'm gonna turn my shader off for now. This is just
Oh,
so cool.
it's a dungeon drop.
Mm-hmm.
All these chairs. I guess they're kind of cheap now. I hope.
Yeah, hopefully at least. Oh god, do you see that shit, Ashen? Hang on.
It's a little crazy.
It's being a bit
Did you,
weird. I think it's
did you know that,
because like Streamlabs is fucking with my game.
did you know that there's an HGXIV approved shader? If you just update to reshade.
I don't want to go through this trouble again, and I'm so used to it at this point. Sorry, I'm just looking at all of the windows. We got a great daytime as well, because look at how amazing that blue light looks. We need more windows that give you night. We need nighttime windows, guys. Like, honestly, we've been needing those for years now. They've given us like 2 or 3 of them. I think it's daytime actually in game right now. Yeah, it's still daytime, but you know.
No, it's not. It says it's 7:28 p.m. Eorzean time.
When does it swap to nighttime officially in the game?
6.
I just think that, you know, the fact that they introduced like the ceiling windows, but added the, you know, a separate day and nighttime, you know, kind of cool, but that means you just can't combine it with normal windows, you know, because like if they just, you know, dim out and it's dark, but the ceiling is still a very nice blue sky. I get it for the Phasmoscape, right? Because it's not supposed to be a window, but for the ceiling windows there are supposed to be windows. Is that the guest book? Oh, that's the guest book. Hang on. Here you go. So if you guys want to leave a message.
I like that he incorporated it to make it look natural with that instead of just like sticking it in a random spot on the ground.
Yeah, it's just such a nice place. You can pray basically. You're just praying at the statue here to leave a message. It's like in you know, in like Elden Ring and stuff, they leave like messages around the big centerpieces.
That's true.
It's the same thing. It's called the Sanctum of the Foremost, designed by Vanzel. Maison de Fleurs.
Oh, that makes sense, because this does look like a fleur de lis, or whatever it's called.
The what now?
I don't know. It's like
I butchered I butchered it as well. My French isn't the best. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful build, especially the ceiling. I don't know. I just like wood trims around like other structural parts, and making the big ass crystalline. Sorry, not crystalline. What the fuck? Crystal chandelier work. It's just so nice. Also, the big flex fountain.
Yeah, I love tall builds. I know it's very difficult to do because obviously not everyone is gonna have a large, but it looks gorgeous.
It does. But yeah, I think. Oh god, I might have to restart. I'm gonna restart my game. So.
Okay, you'll have to hit the transition.
Either I'll do the transition, but. Yeah, hang on. I'll show you guys what I mean. So we're gonna take like a short break of like 2 to 5 minutes while I figure stuff out. You know, just like a little pee break as well for me. And we'll see you guys back for the next build. We have one more build to cover. We've been like running through those. We have like a 2-hour stream, but we will ramble a lot more, like looking forward to the future and stuff for the stream. So, oh god, that looks scary as shit. I need to fix that. Alright, I'll see you guys in just a bit. Oops. Hello everyone, we are back. I have restarted my game, and I hope we are not gonna see any ghosts anymore with my ambient occlusion. If it happens, I'll just turn it off. I don't know what happened, but, you know, that's just how it is. Alright, so, before we go into our last build that we're gonna check out today, we're gonna basically just rest in there, and after this, we will talk to you guys about what you guys want to see. We were gonna go over everyone who subbed, want to thank them and stuff like that. And it's basically gonna be a huge feedback thing of what you guys want to see next. So while we look at this place, you know, just think about what you might want to ask us as well or tell us, and afterwards we can go through it.
Did you want me to post the address?
Yes, Ashen, you can post the next one and then we can check out this last build. It's an apartment build actually, so we wanted to feature a good variety of them as well. And a thing about this is Amphi made this one, and the thing about Amphi is that they love to make apartment builds specifically. And I think a lot of people need some inspiration for those because you are very limited in your amount of slots. And it's very important to, you know, show you guys what can be done.
No, not just Aether. We're going to look all over. It's just we wanted to start out with
yeah. Today is just Aether, but we next stream in 2 weeks is gonna be Primal, and after that we basically gonna go through every single DC as we find stuff. I think in the more newer DCs it's gonna be a bit difficult to find stuff, but I know that you guys can cook up very cool shit. So,
yeah, and I'm actually surprised at our pace. I thought maybe with like 5 builds it would take forever, but
yeah.
I think we can fit more in next time.
Yeah, we are trying to find like a good balance because we tried to go with a little bit less today because we love to get off tangents and stuff. Go off on tangents, I mean.
Hey, we've been so professional.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but yes, we've been holding ourselves back when it comes to not looking at a wall for too long, like we used to in the past.
Yeah, so there's no submission, unfortunately, but if you do post in our Discord, we will definitely give it a look if we can.
Yeah, like we will use the catch-up streams to just look at everything we kind of want to go and check out. So it's not like if your build is not being shown, it's not because we don't like it, it's just because we wanted to look at stuff that has been posted in the past 2.5 years. That we wanted to visit for a long time and are still up, and to catch up on those. But proper submission and builds and stuff, we're gonna in the future. That's something for the future.
Yeah, it's something we talked about potentially, like a submission kind of thing.
But yeah, before we go off on a tangent and talk more about this, let's look at Amphi's build first, and then we go into the next segment basically. And this one specifically is just creepy. I think creepy is the best way to put it.
No, I was gonna say hauntingly beautiful.
Oh my god, you have a way with words, I don't. So, yeah, here's the entrance, and this is the build.
Oh, and then even Volk's like, this has an abandoned shack vibe. Oh, come on, you guys.
I mean, the atmosphere speaks for itself, right?
I think it's so cool because it's like, first off, I love a rundown kind of look to a house already. We kind of experienced it in our first house, didn't we? You know, and I wouldn't say run down, but they were adding to it, so there was like planks of wood everywhere.
They've been improving it, that's for sure.
Yeah, and this one, it just looks like time has just been tearing it down.
So something that Amphi does very well, and I really love, is when you have like a broken window like this, or like you have just a window in general, right? It's very realistic to have some kind of bluish light source next to it because, well, if the sun is out and it's shining into a building, it's never gonna just be like, you know, very dark. It's always gonna have like a bluish hue to it. So this is such a nice addition. So Amphi made this. Amphi from our Discord.
Amphi Enos.
Amphi Enos, yes. And having this here with the open section as well is so cool. It adds to the haunted feeling as well because the light source, main light source is not there, so it's just at level 0. So they kind of have to rely on something else. But also having light sources here makes it feel like this like little cabinet is haunted by itself, I feel like.
Yeah.
Same thing for this corner with the very scary looking mannequin. Oh no,
come
what are they
on!
called? What are they called, Ashen?
Mannequins?
Mannequins that are just made for like putting dresses on them and sewing and stuff.
I don't know.
I thought you knew that. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I put her on the spot, you guys.
Dress form. Thank you.
Dress form, thank you. But yeah, and this part here with the little bouquet, but with the welting flowers, because they're dyed black under the bed like this.
I love it. It looks like someone was like waiting for somebody.
Oh
and
god,
then
it tells a story.
it does, doesn't it? But then, did you show them what was above?
Yeah, I put it into the foreground a few times. Billy's up there too. But this, someone in a wedding dress, in an abandoned shack looking out to the open night sky. So it could be something.
It's very sad.
It's like a broom that is waiting for her groom to arrive, but he never came. So this is like their like little family house that we're supposed to be in afterwards. Maybe something about lost love, maybe with some death or something related to that. We haven't looked too much into it because we wanted to like interpret it as well.
A broom waiting for her groom.
A bride waiting for a groom. I'm sorry.
It's in my name. It's in my name.
Listen, in my defense, it's late for me, okay? I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
But yeah, this is what it's supposed to be, and I really like the atmosphere in here. Even without shaders. Also, Volk, are you... Oh god, he's trying to get up.
He did it. Yeah.
This is such a cool build. But yeah, Amphi, if there's... if you're here and you can tell us more about this build, let us know. If not, just let me know in Discord. I really want to find out more about this build.
Let's read the description.
There's a description, yeah, you're right. In the room description. I forgot those have a description. I shine only with the light you... And I can't read the rest. Oh,
I shine only with the light you gave me.
Yeah, that is depressing. Oh yeah, it
That's
even
depressing. Yeah.
Even has the tags, haunted house, immersive experience, visitors. The visitors welcome thing. What?
Div, look at the name. The name of the apartment is called The Fool. Uh-oh, jilted love?
Oh, is it a reference for something specific?
No, do you think that she, like...
The
bride, like, the wedding never happened?
It might be something like this. Yeah, maybe the, groom died before... I had to think about it. I almost said broom again for some reason. The groom died... I just imagine like a bride and just holding a broom very dear to her heart, going like, "My beloved," kissing the broom. Oh, I forgot what I said before. Don't sweep now. Don't do that. Ashen
Broom's
broom.
out for Amphi.
Oh my god, someone said Ashen broom. Ali said that.
That's me.
That's Ashen. But yeah, this is a beautiful build. Like. And this is just 100 item slots, you guys, and not a lot of floating. Like, floating in the sense of, like, there's a few of the stage panels back here for the structural part of the cabin, I think. And then just the skylights. That's pretty much it. Also, I love how Amphi used the, that's the, what are they called? The boxes, the wooden crates with,
the
like,
wax
vegetable, yeah, thank you, vegetable boxes.
Oh, Div, look at this. So this is interesting. And to add on to like the lost love, the rose is specifically highlighted there on the back wall. Do you see that with the shadow?
Oh, you're right. That is very... Hang on. There you go.
That's cool.
Without shaders. That is... I need to... I think my normal gameplay shaders would work very nicely in here because it's just... Yeah, it's much darker. Oh, there you go. That is very, very nice. The whole atmosphere in this build is just insane. I like the fat cat being like, oh, they used the stage light. Amphi used the stage light up there so it shines onto the floorboards there. I can only see it because the light reflects on the board down here and the fat cat's face.
Oh yeah, it kind of makes the shadow of the bride there on the floor. Oh, that's spooky.
Yeah, that is so cool. I need to I want to get up there.
Try. I tried to. I couldn't do it.
Well. I did it. Well, kind of. Well, there you go. Now you can see the light better as well. Does the tree? Oh yeah, it does. I was wondering if it casts a shadow, but here you can see the floorboards casting a shadow onto the floor. Nice, that is very cool. I love stage lights. They're so good, but you know, we are being limited in like what? You can only have one of them?
A spotlight?
Yeah,
You
two.
can have two.
Yeah, two. Okay, there you go. Those boards are the antique wall shelf. Oh, there you go. Leo said it. It's so good. You just gotta float them. It's just a wall item. It's very simple to do, luckily. But I do wonder about this part, Ashen, like the entrance, with like the jail partition and the money.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering the same thing. So, okay, the room is called the Fool, and they are clearly, I don't know, about to jump. I don't know. I don't know what it could mean. And there's like all these riches here.
It's up for interpretation. Like this chair is so out of place as well, considering it's like a wooden cabin, right? Like it's a very rich chair. I'm looking too much into it, but you know.
Oh, I know what happened.
What happened?
She lost money on chocobo races, and she can't afford to live here anymore, and just let it go to ruin.
Oh my God.
And so, you know.
The gamblers are at it again. I can't believe it. And this is why she's like that. She's just being dramatic. Alright. But yeah, this is the last build for today, so we should look for a very nice comfy spot for you guys to, you know, this time we can just sit down and chill a bit, talk about what we guys want to do in the future and stuff, and have a little bit of a feedback round as well. So let's go over to the main area in Gridania. We are in Gridania right now, right? Let's go to the like little Christmas place.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know where it is.
It's down below here by the dock.
I'll just follow you.
Just port to Amethyst Shallows.
Oh, I'm already following you on a sheep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Volka's right. We could have went to the apartment lobby, but you know.
That's so formal.
Yeah, we are very informal.
And I need to throw snowballs at you.
What did a little tourist do to you? No, little German girl, don't sit on the bench.
Alright, here we are.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice place. I'll stay on my little sheep. I like it. I paid money for this. Ah, don't! Oh my God, that hit her right in the head. Now you're just being rude. But yeah, we can sit down. I'm gonna sit down like here. I think it's a good spot.
Are you as tall as these snowmen over here?
Wait, hang on. Let me go check that actually. No, they're taller. Actually, no, they're just as tall. Oh my God. Hang on. Yeah, this is a great spot actually. Let's just. There you go. It's a great perspective. Oh, Volka's like, look at where Volk is right now. Should we go there?
It's up to you.
Fuck it, I'll go there. I like the little beach chairs. I think they're not functional. Like, I cannot actually sit on them, but... yeah, that will work.
This NPC just turned towards me like, what the hell? I was...
Oh, it's an NPC! I follow someone else! Follow someone else. Oh, let's go into G-pose for this. So if you want to be in the picture, you can sit around us. Great, Ashen. Use a fucking chair!
I'm trying! Oh my God!
There you go. That works. Alright, let our therapy session begin. Alright, so... we have been gone for like 2.5 years?
Yep,
and
yeah, we stopped streaming.
Yeah, because like a lot of things have happened in like both real life as like fucking COVID happened, okay? Like a lot of things have changed in everyone's life.
To be fair, you know, I was talking about this with you earlier. We had been streaming
Well, oh, I think I DC'd. Hello?
Yeah, you do, Speed. Hi.
Are we back? Are we back online?
Yes.
Well, there you go. Hello. Hello, everyone. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
But yeah, let's start over. Ashen was about to, fill us in
Okay.
with whatever happens.
So, okay.
Thank
As
you,
I was
guys.
saying, we had been streaming so much. We had been streaming almost twice a week, for almost 2 years, without missing. And the streams were just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Which was in a good way. My favorite streams are where we could look at furniture and build things, or we could show you how to make things. I like the educational aspect of it.
Mm.
But it was a lot, and we decided to take a break, and it was right before COVID, and we missed out on like a lot of just being able to just sit around in the house. But honestly, I think we needed the break though.
Yeah, we've been. Housing is a pretty big niche in this game, and the game itself has made. This is just solely my opinion, right? While I'm still playing this game very actively and stuff, well, maybe not recently, and doing housing a lot in comparison to the past, I was able to create a lot more by myself just because, well, I just like to, focus on the builds itself and just create something instead of having to be like, oh, I gotta plan something for the stream next week with the others and stuff like this. So it was just a very nice thing to just, view housing as just a creative outlet like it used to be, and not as something like, something we have to do. So I think the new stream schedule of like having a stream every other week is very comfortable. Um,
Well, some people are asking like, what did we do in the meantime? And
yeah.
actually, I think what we did was we didn't leave. Obviously, we put a lot of our efforts into a lot of things with HGXIV. We put out the resource guide, which was massive. The
Mm.
resource guide took months, and we redid the floating guide, which that had
Yeah.
been abandoned. Not abandoned, but it needed to be updated.
Yeah, like I think it
And
was like a year ago, right, where we started doing all of the big
yeah,
changes in resources that are available to people. Like, we've grown the most in the time we haven't been streaming.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I know for myself, streaming, it wasn't just okay. We're gonna show up on this day. A lot of stuff went on behind the scenes all week to get the stream going, especially
Hmm.
if it was gonna be a build stream. I would have to build it. I would spend a couple days during the week pre-building, and then we would show up on stream and then talk, and then do it. And I would have to do that every week. So it was a lot.
It was a lot,
So
yeah.
so when we decided to take a little step back, but then we focused, I think, even harder on the Discord community,
Hmm.
on a lot of YouTube videos, and so yeah, we never really left. It's just it was
We've
just
put
hard.
we've put our time into different aspects of whatever HGXIV is, as it did start as a podcast because me and Ashen just we couldn't shut the fuck up about housing, so we kind of had to find an outlet, and some people did mention their interest in it because, well, we did it in FD back then in fashion decoration, right?
Hmm.
And we were like, we could just like return to it kind of, but we also still want to teach people, so we put all of the resources we could find instead of just having them in video, like in stream formats, because this is what we did every now and then. We just, like I said, looked at like housing in terms of lighting and how we could improve that on stream. We just decided to put it into like resources for you guys to read online. I personally have a very massive issue with locking knowledge behind Discord. I do not think that having a Discord server to look stuff up or have information is good enough and is not accessible to everyone. obviously Discord is the most used community platform, right? But I think it is just as important to have something offline as like outside of Discord, I mean. So I think it was 1.5 years ago, I made the HGXIV website, which I threw everything on we had. Like, we made a ton of like basics, as like basic guide into housing, basic into glitching, and then obviously the giant ass documentary that covers everything housing related we released. It's just awful. And hang on,
Oh, I think they want the resource guide link.
yes, can you post that for them, Ashen? Would you be
Yeah,
so kind?
let me grab it.
And also for you guys, thank you for the subs again. I'm gonna go over all of the subs that happened during the entire stream, and thank you individually because I think it's important as well. We wanted to create something and let you guys have something to work with without us being present. That means you don't have to ask a question housing help if you find the answer on a website or in any kind of document already, so you don't have to bother waiting for a reply by anyone. So that was also important to us and gave us like the option to recover from this burnout. I honestly think, and hang on, let me also link the website before I forget. Here you go. Can you link the website, Ashen? I'm having some trouble right now.
Yeah,
With
no
the
problem.
technical aspect. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it helped us
Talking about
recover.
burnout.
Yeah, it was helping us recover from burnout. And hang on, Volga says it. Maybe create a fandom wiki. We were thinking about a wiki in the past, but it was just hard to keep up with, and the technical knowledge behind it is also pretty steep, in my opinion. It could be something more community hosted, though. We are thinking about something like this. This is what HGXIV was supposed to be, but for now it's just the resources and all of the stuff you gotta know there. So we will have to think about if we want to do that in the future.
But we're open to it because that is what this is for. You know, we want to hear
Yeah.
what you guys think.
Hang on, let me also get out of sheep. Sheep. I just wanted to update it because it was daytime. There you go. All right. Another thing is that I don't really like to look at us as content creators because it doesn't feel this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would say we're just very enthusiastic fans.
We want you guys to learn what you gotta learn to create your own stuff. Be inspired, learn how to glitch and stuff like this. And be ourselves. Like, we are our own personalities and stuff as well. But we are not very at least I am really cut out for content creation. But we still want to give you guys something, so we are gonna try to do as much of the stuff as you guys want. So if you have any ideas of what you guys want to see, like, is there something in particular you want to see? Is it like do you want to go like see an updated version of the guides? Do you want something? Because, well, all the rudimentary glitches are the same, right? Nothing changed really there.
No, but you know, like suggestion-wise, like would people want us to eventually go back to let's build. How do we build? Blah blah blah, and then see what kind of chaos ensues when Div and I try to do something.
Those are the most fun streams where we just like kind of go apeshit, because on those streams, some of the best ideas we ever had, and like for us and for our builds, just kind of happened.
Yeah, and that's fun when you can involve, you know, the community, and then you can do something, and then it's just so funny to see the result, and everyone's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's very fun to see when everyone's just being a bit chaotic. I love the chaotic atmosphere a lot. It's very fun.
Yeah.
But then again, it's also kind of like I'm getting anxious every now and then about streaming. Like it happened in the past, especially when we wanted to stream. I think at some point we said we wanted to stream 3 times a week. I think that was the point where we were like, we cannot do this anymore.
Yeah, and we tried, we did, but it was just too much. I don't understand how people can maintain that.
Yeah. So we can tell you guys what we had planned so far, so what you guys can expect from us in the future. So, as I said at the beginning of the stream, we are gonna do the usual stuff where we go through HTC and look at the houses. Judging by how fast we went this time, either we are gonna take our time with each build, or we will also include more builds next time as well. Because we were trying to find a good balance since it was our first stream coming back.
Oh, someone had a great suggestion. An item spotlight, different ways it can be used in a house. I love that idea.
I like that idea a lot, especially for newer items. It might be a good way to put it. For like,
I'm gonna save that. Yeah.
Yeah, everything. You just throw in whatever you guys have as ideas, and we can just
write that down. Write that down.
Write it down. Write it down. Yeah, just like, you know, whatever we feel like doing with you guys. Because as we said before, it's just supposed to be cozy stream. It's not to be focused on getting engagement or really like subs or anything like this. We just kind of want to hang out with you guys. Does that make sense? But yeah, going back to what do we want to make in the future, what do we want to do in the future, sorry. And make, of course, we want to create some cool stuff for you guys. We want to do a poll stream. That's the thing I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to get to know everyone because our community has changed a bit in the past few years. We got a lot of new faces here. We got a lot of returning people as well. Just, you know, get a general senses of what you guys are like. Just, you know, you can decide whether or not you want to partake in it. We're just gonna do like a live Twitch poll thing where we're gonna be like, oh, so what's your favorite housing district? What's your favorite build style? Or also just other stuff, something entirely housing unrelated, like in what age range are you? What gender are you? Or stuff like this, just so we know what our demographic is. Demographic sounds very content creator-ish again.
It really, yeah, it does.
but it's mainly so we just know what you guys like, so we know how we can make those cozy streams we wanna do, and how we can, you know, make it enjoyable for you guys as well.
Maybe we can have like an ibuprofen taker age.
Yeah, again, you don't have to partake in it at all. It's just entirely optional. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. I think just the good vibes, the just hanging out. I like the idea of just looking at houses and talking.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just to be like that. Sometimes we just jump into a voice chat. This is what we were supposed to do, like what we did in the past, right? In our podcast, we just jumped on a Discord call, didn't even have anything to show. We just sat down and talked, really. All right, let's see what you guys said. Hang on, let me catch up with you guys.
Building common structures, how to build. Okay, we do have a couple of those on the channel, but I wouldn't mind going into something in depth. Yeah,
especially because like a lot of new items were added into the game. That means that a lot of stuff that has been a bit limited in the past, for example, how to make a good ceiling, has been improved with like 1 or 2 different items, you know? So definitely updating what could be done for what is a very good idea for a stream coming forward.
I like that. Actually, that is something we could do. We could look through the directory and like see, like, for instance, okay, let's talk about ceilings. And instead of like us trying to build, I guess, we can, people have made amazing ceilings and we can go visit and focus on those.
But yeah, something that Noah said as well as someone else before in the stream, we had a format where in every major patch we just went into the item preview or like prepared a bunch of the new items. We just experimented with those. Something like this will definitely come back in the future as patches happen in the game. But also just stuff that in the time we haven't been streaming, we also want to look back onto those items. Because I know there's a few items that, for example, Vanzel used, the chair. I haven't looked at the chair for like a second, because it just never popped up in the kind of builds I wanted to do at the time. So, you know, stuff like this are important. Or maybe like just a housing stream where we do nothing specifically, or we just literally just wait for you guys to tell us, hey, I want to know how to do this, and we just show you an example. Maybe also just floating techniques. Just go on how about like how we actually float stuff.
We could do like a back to basics.
Yeah, just a back to basics. Like, yeah, we could do something like this. Maybe for the people who are a bit newer to housing as well.
Yeah.
And for
Okay.
the experienced players, we can, you will just see if there's maybe one small technique that is different to what you did before.
Oh, Lizzie had something. It was in German though. I
Oh,
think you'd
hang
have
on, let me
to.
scroll up. Hang on. I'm trying to keep up with chat. It's a bit hard. Mm, mm.
I cannot read that, unfortunately.
Yeah, they were saying something along the lines of us just having a very comfy stream and just looking at houses and us feeling comfortable streaming again.
Aw, yeah.
Because that is very important for us as well. And just, you know, it is supposed to be a podcast. Well, it was supposed to be a podcast in the past, and now it isn't. So we are kind of doing like a middle, like a thing in between where we just do whatever. I think at this point, if we are not
Did
gonna call
you?
it a podcast, but
Yeah. Did you see what Detonating Unicorn said though? That is so sweet.
can you read it out for me because my stream just crashed. No,
They
my stream.
said they said they have to thank you guys for what you do. I found you during COVID and you showed me a whole aspect of the game I didn't even know was there. You guys taught me pretty much everything I know about housing. Oh,
Oh, it is
I
so
just
sweet.
I just love getting to see any kind of content from you guys. It's all education from seeing just walkthroughs to breakdowns and how-tos. And thank you so much. Oh, thank you so
That
much.
melts my heart. I really, everyone in the team appreciates that. Thank you so much for telling us that. Because this is what we wanted in the past. Like when when Ash and I started doing the podcast thing, no one talked about fucking housing.
Yeah, the educational aspect has always been my favorite. You know, I love teaching. I love just getting out there and just nerding out about like,
Yeah.
did you see this armchair can turn into a knob? You know, like I
Yeah.
love that.
It's such a good thing to discover those things live as well. Because sometimes you just, something happens like, I apologize for the people who aren't used to this, but the piss jar incident.
Oh my god, why do you gotta bring that
There
up?
was just a time where Ashen was just AFK for like a minute or two, and we just surrounded her with yellow colored with like the lamps and the yellow colored Eureka jars.
Yes.
And the lamps just spelled out piss jar when she came back. Oh, that's pretty much it. Oh no, mom found the piss jar. Yeah, it's just like random ass things that we do like this. It's just stuff that happens while we stream, and mostly for me as a European, it's very late into the day as well. So,
so that's why you
my
get a little crazy.
my mind wanders. I try to find the right words. I'm sorry, by the way, if my English is a bit fucked, because well, outside of it being my third language, it's just very late.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also something that Shira said earlier, like having us on in the background, just hearing us talk while drawing or something. This is one of the reasons why we were like, hey, we should probably bring it back, because there was a week, I think, a month ago, where 3 people separately approached us, going like, hey, I kind of just really liked having you guys in the background, and learning about something on top of that is in the game I love, but I haven't really interacted with, and that made me really happy to hear, and I really wanted to expand upon that and give you guys something, I don't know, just like background noise, I guess. That's also a way to handle this whole thing.
Let's see some other questions. Som Morgan or SOM Morgan. Do you sometimes feel like you're never satisfied with your builds and you just want to throw days at one build, and instead of feeling salty, it calms you down?
Yes.
Okay.
I have, when I built, I feel like I gotta do it ASAP. I have this thing where I gotta finish a thing. In the past, it was very problematic for me because I took like 6 months to finish a build. 6 months, sorry. And it really ate at me, and I was like, I gotta do this right now. I gotta finish this build ASAP. And I kind of push myself to do it, and I get into those very creative kind of like zones where I'm like shutting every other thing out. And this was one of the reasons why I couldn't stream housing anymore, because when I streamed like 2 or 3 builds, I could not focus. my ADHD was kicking my ass. I just couldn't handle that at all. So I had to just focus on that. But it was eating at me when it didn't work, and I just threw a tantrum, turned my PC off, and just like pretended nothing happened. And then the next day, I just returned to it with a new new pair of fresh eyes.
That helps though, to walk away a little bit and then come back, and then it's like, you know what, I can do it.
Yeah.
I know for myself, I often build. I'll do like a rough draft, and I will put stuff down, and then it'll look nice, you know, it'll look done, but then I'll look at it and I'll be like, no, I can add more. And I kind of think of it like a painting in a way, you know, where you just you kind of have like your sketch, and then you need to start adding layers. And that's exactly what I do. Like I'll like right now I'm working on like a cabin. And I have the cabin walls, and I made some furniture, and I'm looking at it like I know I can do more. And I know I'm going to go back to it later because it's been a couple days, and I'm going to add a window, and I'm going to add like more texture. And that's how I build personally.
For me, it's very sporadic. I feel like I finish decorating an entire corner before I have the walls up for the rest of the house. Because sometimes I feel like if you are in that moment and you are basically like, hey, I have this really cool idea, I gotta finish it. And if I don't finish that thought, I'm gonna either forget it, or I'm not gonna be able to recreate that thought process I had at the time.
That's true too, and it's so frustrating when you have like a great idea, and you just have to do it. But I find with housing, I'll have an awesome idea and I'll start doing it, and there's just limits. Like, oh, this furniture only goes this high in the air, or like it's too close to the wall. It's so annoying.
Yeah, especially when you do like sporadic corner by corner builds, sometimes the structure doesn't work out in the end. So I had to get used to building structures first, which is like, you know, you can do whatever you want, but it depends whether or not you know it's gonna work out in the end. Like recently, I just kind of knew, or rather, I was hoping it would work. And sometimes you just gotta make it work, you know. It's just how it is.
Well, I'm just like Ariful. I have terrible ADHD, just like you. And what I do is I hyper focus, and I get so like, this is not aligned with this, and I hate it. And I will like spend way too long focusing on something, and I have to actually like physically tell myself like, stop, like just go do another part, or just get over it. And then you know what happens is I will force myself to do something else on a different part.
Yeah.
And then I'll look back at it and I'll be like, why was I so upset?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. So recently I have been doing this build where I don't like kitchens. I've never built a kitchen like in a modern sense. I've done kitchens in the past like 3 years ago. But ever since then I haven't. And then for the first time I had to actually do something like that, I couldn't get it done. 3 hours I sat there, not doing anything, just putting stuff down, tearing it down, and doing that whole thing all over again. And I just didn't get anywhere. So I was like, fuck this, I'm not touching this shit until I actually have a good idea. And then I just did another corner, or I just played something else entirely, and then I came back the next day and it was fine. I don't know why I struggled, because I came up with like something that I really liked in the end.
I think the moral of the story is just come back the next day. You know, like
if you don't like it, fuck it. Just walk out. No one cares.
Just walk away. Yeah.
Just walk away. No one is keeping you hostage. No one's telling you gotta do it right now. Just take your time. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be beholden, and you're not a prisoner to it. And especially if you feel like in commissions you have to get it done, you can't force yourself. You know, just walk away sometimes.
If you feel like you are under any kind of time pressure, just honestly just talk to the person who commissioned you. I think it's like the same as art. Like if you feel like, first of all, you should be able to tell how much you can pick up. Like let's say you pick up like 2 commissions and you're like, oh, I gotta get this done before I start the next one because I'm feeling more inspired to do the next one. Just do the next one and talk to your commissioners, honestly. See how they feel, like, or just be like, hey, so just a heads up, I'm really not feeling it at the moment, and do you want me to just force it out, or do you want something good? This is how I approached it with a person that commissioned me for like my past 7-8 builds, and it worked out perfectly. Because if I would have forced myself to finish any of these, I would have not made a good product, in my opinion.
Yeah, I find that, especially doing commissions, obviously you have to advocate for yourself. And you need to kind of set limits and boundaries because you can't really control what you're going to be creative with. And so, yeah, like I think it does help to talk about it because for the most part, I think people are very understanding because they came to hire you, you know, they
Yeah.
want you.
It's not like they basically just tell you, I want this exact thing from this housing designer replicated. If someone approaches you with that mindset, you know, I guess take the money, but ask yourself if it's worth it. I think it's more important to create something that you like than something that someone else likes. Even if it's a commission, I get it. But in the end, you should be happy with whatever you created, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Also, let me scroll. You guys have said a lot of great things, and I need to scroll up. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
we're trying to get all the questions.
Someone said
I love this though.
Someone said plumbing stream. I don't know, I don't know what they said afterwards, but I have to check that again.
Plumbing stream? What?
I'm not sure. I have to go back and check who said that. There's some talk about ceilings.
Oh, lads, we back in the tunnels of plumbing.
Basically, toilet stream. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Isn't that every stream?
Oh my god, you're so right. Okay, I can't find it right now. But let's look at what else you guys said.
I saw a question. Let me look. I saw someone ask something. What was it?
A build challenge is a great suggestion because I saw that like there was a build challenge on FD, was it? With the only use what are they called?
Housing merchant.
Only using housing merchant items. I really liked that idea. Because I
would
noticed,
love to do that.
Yeah, I would like to do that. Something like this. So something more community-based where we basically check out what you guys came up with. Like in the past, we had seasonal stuff like this. We had Halloween and Christmas stuff themed. Not contests, we just called them... We just let you guys build and we just checked it out. We didn't really rank it, if I remember it correctly at least. We could do something like this again. Both for seasonal stuff and for challenges specifically. But then again, we wanted like, you know, for the beginning, we're gonna try to keep it simple. And
yeah.
We just don't want to get burned out again.
Also, I know for us speaking Discord-wise, we did want to do more challenges for members to engage in, but then they changed the way that giving gifts on the smog station worked.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, that was awful. The way it works now with the, you gotta be friends for like 3 days in advance or something.
Yeah, so, because we used to do so many, we did like, name that furniture and stuff like that. We had a lot of things, but that had to stop because of the changes. But maybe we can do something just as fun with members. Like, I like the idea of maybe we can have like a members housing merchant build, you know?
Mm-hmm. I just remembered the example you gave with what is that furniture.
Yeah.
That was such a fun stream. That was like 3 years ago. So for the people who weren't there, so we just used an item in the most obscure way we can find. Like you just have like a little part of the housing item being shown, and we had like Twitch chat being like, "Oh, you gotta figure out." Like someone has to say what the item is that is being shown in the chat, and I think we gave something to them in the past. Or was it just like a fun little game? I think we...
No, they won mounts. They
yeah,
won, I think at the time it was the peacock mount.
Yeah, and these days it's so much harder because there's like three times as many items in the game in comparison to back then.
Oh, but that'd be fun. I wouldn't mind doing more challenges, and yeah, I think it's true. You know, people are just happy to participate and be appreciated. You know, and like.
Yeah, like we might not like, we will see about how like we want to give back to you guys as well in some way because you are giving us a great time here. Because in the end we're just rambling on and about housing, and in the end we just kind of want to like find a middle ground where you guys can interact with us as well. So yeah, we'll see. What else?
Well,
Yeah.
it's we're getting close to our end time though.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, let's wrap things up for now then. We speed ran through the houses, but it's good that it was like almost half of the stream was houses and the other was just talking.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I think we had a good pace, and I think we, you know, again, we're just getting back into it.
Yeah. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Again, I'm gonna try to work things through. I'll see if I can. Noah, I will approach you in regards to that at some point later, because
You
I am
approach me?
currently. What? Oh,
Yeah, that
you
JoJo
approach
thing,
me.
you
Yeah,
approach me.
sorry. That caught me off guard. I'm sorry. Regarding swapping over to Stream Elements, because I did talk to you about it in the past. Right now, I'm still in Streamlabs, but I do run into issues here, so we'll see about that. All right. Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning into the first stream in fucking ages.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, guys.
So I'm gonna quickly go over and thank each and everyone for your subs still, because we had some stuff that we missed, and I don't we want to recognize all of that good stuff in here. Let's see. Let's scrub. Alright, Werewolf Boy 13, thank you so much for resubscribing for 30 months.
Wow,
Wow.
that is a guy that believed in us.
They went, yay, you're back. That is a long ass time. Especially considering we didn't stream that for that long. Thank you so much for the continued support. Really appreciate it. Wow. Katsuki Ryu 287. Thank you so much for your tier 1 sub. Also, regarding the tiers and stuff like that and the icons and emotes, I'm gonna try to look into that as well. I haven't prepared it for this stream, but I want to give you guys like custom icons depending on how long you've been subscribed, and I'm gonna bring back the emojis. Like, I know the housing POC isn't part of the Twitch chatting again, so
I know, Billy pointed that out.
yeah, Yar. Oh, what the fuck just happened? I just went Australian for like an Australian pirate for a second.
Nar.
Oh, nar. But I want to give you guys like cool emotes to work with and stuff. Ali, don't feel offended by that. You added like an R to like every fucking word. Oh, nar. Alright, let's see. Noah Lost in Space, thank you so much for your tier 1 sub as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Oh god, how do you pronounce it? B Blaring? The Blaring? Thank you so much for this tier 1 sub as well. For 3 months. Thank you so much with the HGXIV Blush Cato and the house emote. Again, we're gonna bring those back. Don't worry about it. We have them in the Discord, but we will bring them back to the proper Twitch chat as well. Let's see, who else? Schnorsolina. Oh god. I think it's German. Schnorsolina. Thank you so much for the T1 sub as well. And the Bannert. The Bannert was the first person to chat today. Like, I saw the little emoticon they made while we set stuff up still. Yeah. I saw that earlier. And Morgan. So Morgan, thank you so much for gifting a sub to MC Kelly. Well, however you pronounce it. Again, correct us on any names we, pronounce wrong, so let me know. Next one. Oh, Ashen, you said you know how to pronounce her name. Taige?
Is it Teague? I believe, 'cause that's how I've been saying it.
Teague to Helzer. Please correct us. Thank you so much for your 1 sub as well. Really appreciate the support. There you are. Let us know if I pronounced that correctly or if I absolutely butchered your name. Mina. Also, Mina, thank you for the sub, but also I saw your message in regards to the controllers earlier. None of us play on controller. I have no idea how to work that shit at all. I know that Japanese people are very big on that, so... could we ask them? Could we ask the Japanese designers for their help with controllers?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that they would.
Yeah, because we just don't really know how to keybind all that stuff. We use the controller keybind thing to rotate stuff with like a single mouse, like a press of a key on the keyboard. But that's pretty much it. So we'll look into that and see if we can provide some good resources for that. And Billy, of course, thank you for resubscribing. One of the OGs, 19 months. thank you for wishing a warm welcome to us. Really
Yeah, thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much, Billy.
So yeah, this covers everyone. Thank you so much again for your support. We will end it here. Usually we rate people, but for tonight, whilst I still have like a few technical issues, we will look into who to rate or host after the streams to check out everyone else. Again, housing streamers are pretty rare, so we will limit ourselves to Final Fantasy players. But yeah, thank you everyone for sticking around. If you've been there since the beginning, you are the real ones. For the new people, I'm looking forward to interacting more with you guys, and it's been a pleasure to have you tonight and have you in the future as well.
Yep, this was great. Love seeing you guys, and I'm looking forward to more streams.
Yes, thank you everyone. Have a fantastic end of your day. Have a great start into the new year, and we will be back with amazing new content in the future, in the new year of 2024. I was about to say 23. Fuck. I'm getting
Oh my
old.
god.
All right, you guys have a good night. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.